Samir was a 25-year-old man from a small village in Uttar Pradesh, now living in a rented one-room flat in Mumbai. He had come with dreams, big dreams, to earn, to grow, to make it. He worked in a digital marketing company. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., he sat in front of a screen, designing ads, writing captions, and studying human attention. Ironically, he had completely lost control over his own attention. Every break, every gap, even between tasks, his fingers reached for his phone. Instagram, Shorts, TikTok, Snapchat, mostly Reels, and not just any Reels. Reels of girls, girls dancing, girls in slow motion, girls biting lips, girls bending forward, girls teasing for views, girls doing what the algorithm knew would trap the male mind. Samir didn't touch them, didn't know them, but still, they controlled him. He would spend 30 minutes in the bathroom, not because of nature's call, but because it was the only place he wouldn't be disturbed while watching content. He had developed a habit, a loop. Wake up, check phone, lust, guilt, work, distraction, lust again, sleep late, repeat. And he didn't even know it had become his cage. One evening, he saw himself in the mirror, eyes dull, shoulders drooped, skin tired. He whispered to himself, "Why do I feel so empty even after pleasure?" That night, something shifted. A small thought echoed in his mind. Is this who I wanted to become? A few days later, Samir ran into Arav, his college roommate. But he looked different, not in clothes, not in status, in energy. His walk was confident but silent, his face peaceful but focused, no twitching, no eyes darting toward phones or people. They sat at a tea stall. Samir laughed awkwardly. "Bro, you've become a sage or what?" Arav smiled. "No, I've just taken control of my mind." Samir was silent. Then Arav began speaking, calmly but truthfully. "There was a time I was addicted to pleasure too. Not drugs, not alcohol, just lust, reels, sights, photos, fantasies. I wasted hours. I lied to myself. I told myself it's normal. But deep down, I was weak. I couldn't look into anyone's eyes. I avoided silence, because in silence my cravings screamed." Samir looked away, embarrassed, because those words felt like his own reflection. Arav continued. "One day, I asked myself, if I die tomorrow, will this be my legacy? A man who stared at screens, chased fantasies, and gave nothing real to the world? So I started slow. I deleted the apps. I sat with my urges. I didn't run, I watched. I faced the storm inside. I meditated. I exercised. I read the Gita, the Stoics, Buddha, Osho. I rewired my brain, not overnight, but over days, over failures, over resistance." Samir asked softly, "Does it go away completely?" Arav replied, "No. It transforms. Lust is fire. If uncontrolled, it burns you. If mastered, it fuels greatness." That night, Samir didn't touch his phone. He sat cross-legged on the floor, closed his eyes. His legs hurt. His breath was heavy. And suddenly, a wave of thoughts rushed in. What if you miss something? Just one reel. You'll feel better. He wanted to quit, to give in, but he remembered Arav's words. If you run from it, it grows. If you sit with it, it fades. So he sat. 10 minutes, sweat on forehead, heart racing, but he didn't give in. That night, he slept early, without the guilt. The next day, he woke up fresher. No brain fog, no shame. It continued. Some days he failed, some days he won. But slowly, the urge became weaker, and he became stronger. 2 months later, he was different. He worked with laser focus. He walked with quiet confidence. He smiled more, looked people in the eye. Girls? They were still there. Beautiful, yes, but no longer distractions. He could admire, but not obsess. Respect, but not crave. Samir had discovered a deeper truth. Real men don't chase women. They chase control. And once they have it, everything else comes. He no longer feared the night, no longer needed screens to feel alive, because he had found something stronger than desire: discipline, purpose, power. So friends, your mind is like a wild horse. If you don't control it, it will drag you into mud. But if you learn to ride it, it can take you to heights you never imagined. Control your mind. Don't beg for freedom while feeding your chains. Sit, face, breathe, win.